Let's fix my driver today. So I'm going to go ahead to my club maker slash builder. He's going to help me fix a couple things. I am working on something with my QI35. Right now it's a 10.5 degree that is slightly up, so it's 11.25. Shaft is a Ventus TR 6X black. I like the setup in general. What I'm finding with my new swing, though, is I end up having forward press with driver. So I'm de-lofting it through impact, even though I'm on the upswing. And so I end up kind of getting unoptimal numbers. So I'm going to do two things. The first is I'm going to try to fix that, the de-lofting piece. And the second thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to test another shaft. I have a Tensei white that I'm going to try, see if I can hit that instead. It is a little bit longer than this Ventus, and it has a little bit of a softer butt section, but it's still pretty rigid. So we'll see what that looks like. But join me along the way.
So I spent some time thinking about it, looking at old swings, and like I hit this on the course. I think I want to try to get rid of the forward press.
Okay.
And I think part of it is this swing is so new. I don't know. You know how when you have your old swing and you can make changes with wrist angle and all sorts of stuff, and you know what that feels like in that swing.
Like you're not manipulating it because it's just there.
Yeah. I don't know what that's like now because I'm in different positions than I'm used to.
Yeah.
So part of it's like, if I want to get a little bit more optimal ball flight, can I, one, not have this handle forwarded impact?
Yep.
One. And then two is that if yes, do I need to change kick point shaft? Because this is butt stiff and tip stiff.
Correct.
That's softer on the butt.
Yeah, so that's like, you're going to get the firmest tip with that, but still a stiff butt section.
Right.
Compared to...
Very firm, softer on the butt
Yeah.
section. Because my transition is different than when I got fit for this shaft.
Yeah.
And so like...
You feel like you're not loading it as much?
Yeah, I don't think I need it. Because it almost feels like it's like I either need a softer... Like switch to like a blue.
Yeah.
Or something in that profile where it's still really tip stiff. But
The red is actually very, like, compared to what people think it is, the red is very tip stiff, but it's extremely butt stiff.
Okay. The other thing too is I'm wondering if I need to change setup because like at least where I had my setup previously, I realized that I was actually on the instep with this foot, where the ball. So this feels like the right ball position, but I know it's not.
You want to throw that one down for your visuals?
Because like if you think about it, if I'm okay hitting cuts, so path being left and face being left is okay. And if I'm going to have the handle back, theoretically the face will be more left. Does that make sense?
If the handle's back, correct.
Yeah. And so then I need to get path left in order for me to cancel that out.
Correct.
So the only way to do that is to then move forward with ball position, which this doesn't feel too far forward to me. I would assume it wouldn't.
Left heel is as far forward as I would want to see from most players.
Right, because I literally was hitting. I noticed the other day when I was playing, I had it like off of like a 3-wood spot.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if I change that. One, does that change how I release the club? And then two, if it doesn't change it, can I then just manipulate where my hands are through impact to then get the flight I want?
I think the biggest on the release part of it, I think it's going to match depending on the player. Are you a guy who wants to feel the full release and let the ball position dictate where it's happening, or are you the guy who wants to be like just not holding on to it, but just at impact and then the release?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more how at least previously. This is all with, keep in mind, all new swing. Try just the instep of this foot. Nothing, but I didn't get it. Yeah, there we go. So path did go left when I made that change, which would make sense. Let's see if I can fix that. Do you have a taller one of these by chance?
Yeah. Right. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Okay, so let's see if we can do that again. Just way different.
There.
So launched at 10, or launched at 9.
0.2, 2.5.
Dynamic loft was 10. So it probably hit the bottom of the face. 118. spin rate's a little high. Probably.
Little Healy.
Yeah, probably bottom to base 2.
8 heel, yeah, 8 heel, 6 down.
Inside. No, that's left. No, immediately that's left. That's not bad though.
No,
See, that felt like it was hooking.
still a little Healy. Looking on the face to confirm. Yeah, see, this is why I don't always go off of this. So look, impact offset, 5 heel. That was ever so slightly toe.
Yeah.
That's why I always do the face power.
Which is
instead of
why
just going
I
down.
thought it went left, and it didn't. But the 2100, 120, and this is still set to the 11.25 that we had it at. So, but you see that launch angle makes me note that
I mean, it's pretty level on the attack. It's 0.8 up is better than 1 down, but it's fine.
Which is fine. But like that's clearly
Dynamic lock,
here.
yeah, you're still just hands forward.
Okay. So let me see if I can get hands back at impact on this one.
So you're right on the instep right now for ball position.
I'm okay. Okay. That was Healy, but I feel like a little bit better.
Definitely.
Launch was better.
Heel spin out on that one.
Let's try that again. So I was hitting draws out there, and I don't think I want it.
Gets away from you too quick.
Yeah. Versus like with the fade, I feel like I can kind of wail on it and know where it's going.
It's one of the interesting things, like John Rahm used to always talk about, like when he wants to just absolutely let loose on one, it's always aiming down the left and just swinging as hard as he wants, because he knows when he does miss it, he knows it's going right.
Yeah,
He's never worrying about overcooking it left, because he knows what the path and face is going to do.
He'll overcut it. So launch was better. Dynamic was at 13.
That's going to be, so because the face was open, that's much more
Yeah.
indicative of, so that's where I think when you look at like shaft lean to dynamic loft, you have to add in the face angle to it, because
Okay.
that's obviously going to dictate a lot of it. 2.7 open, you're going to be adding almost 3 degrees of dynamic.
That makes sense. So
Because
let's see if I
of
can
it.
square this then. There we go.
Better. Yeah, that was much better. So still cutting, a little more across it, but
So path was left. Face was just probably square to target. No, where was
so
it?
2.2 open, 1.4 to the target line. So it could have
So
been,
5.
so ideally, and this is where's the mark on that one? Is that still a little Healy?
Slightly heel. Yeah.
So ideal would be obviously 2 to 1. So if you're 1.8 shut, that's zeroing out here.
Uh-huh.
But then if you add in heel contact, it's gonna make it go farther to the right.
Okay. Let's try one more. But at least I know I can take the front or the shaft lean out of it. If I really want to. Oh, that was shaft lean. I felt that. Fuck.
I mean, all things considered, that's a good miss.
Yeah, it's very playable, and that's kind of why I like this cut, though, is because this has been my miss historically.
Yeah.
Kind of thin heel, gonna be on the planet, but the path and face were good, so that was way closer.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost zeroed out.
Yeah, that's
dead on right there. 3.3 to pretty much zeroed out.
Okay. Let's see if I can get one more right. Then I'll switch into the other shaft. So the ball. Fuck.
So that just cranked the face open.
Yeah, let's try that other. Grab that for you. I'm gonna put this back to standard.
It's a 10.5 head, right?
10.5 head, but this is we have this cranked 0.75.
And then where do you have? You got 5.5. Okay, so heavyweight back.
And I have some more weights coming. So if we do need to change that, that will be an option starting tomorrow.
So how do you, on this one, so how do I slow down if I want to go, like speed, like go to slow motion?
So I would just go back to your Photos app. Is it
Does it
recording?
save to it?
It normally, yeah, you might have to change it, but you should be able to. Just scroll real quick so you can. So you have to change the settings to increase the frame rate.
Okay.
That's the only adjustment you have to make.
In here or in the?
In there, yeah. God, I can feel how much softer.
Yeah.
Just by doing that, that's crazy. Yeah, so I record on 4K 60. You can record on 1080p, couple hundred frames. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but
Resolution 4K. Oh, capture. Capture frame? Capture.
Yep.
Why is it not changing?
That's interesting. That's such a high spin rate, though. I caught that little bottom. If I put heavier weights in the front of this,
Should bring spin down a little bit because you're bringing CG closer to the face and a little higher.
probably take some of the forgiveness out of it, though, I guess.
A little bit, and it's going to launch a little lower. And we're kind of at the threshold where you don't want to start launching too low.
Yeah.
If you were to go that route, that's where you would probably go back to the higher lofted setting.
Sure. There we go.
That's better. Just a little bit open.
Path is still pretty. I mean, I've been pretty much between like 1.5 and 3 degrees left. So at least that's staying pretty consistent. Like face to path, when you try to find a target, is normally what, like 2 degrees, 3 degrees off difference?
Say that again.
Face to path, is you like normally like 2 to 3 degrees difference?
Ideal, depending on your path, that number should be less than 2 degrees. But if you're 6 degrees inside, it's going to be 3 degrees. So that's, it's all dependent on obviously the face to path relationship based on how inside or outside you are.
Okay.
So 1.3 across it should be, ideally to match up, should be 0.6 to 0.7 closed.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, like, I don't hate those numbers. The smash tracker's obviously not perfect. I want that better, but 13.5 launch, carries 302.
That launch and spin is perfect.
Right. It's just kind of get that with
Square face.
Yeah, his face actually being towards the left.
That's better.
That was Healy though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Sounded better.
Yeah. See, that's the. But it's fine. That miss is okay.
Yeah.
Like, 176 ball speed on a heel miss hit is.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's fine. But like, the reason why I like this is you haven't seen me when I try to hit a cut miss one left.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, so if you're taking it down the left side, you know, I mean, you can go as far right as you
Yeah,
want.
like 4 in Northridge, I
Yeah.
just aim at the bunker and fucking wail
Yeah.
on it because, you know, they'll be fine.
Yeah, there's no, I mean, probably with the exception of what, 15,
15, I just started
10.
at the left edge of the fairway.
like with the exception of 15 and 10, there's really no consequence for like blasting it way out to the right.
No.
Because everything's going to be consecutive holes.
No, and I think most courses I play, there's no consequence to going,
Yeah.
like, to going right. All right, let's see. A little de-lofted, but yeah, but that's
See, but like, so even that shot right there. So the side total obviously is one piece, but if you look at the amount of curve,
yeah.
90 feet of curve okay, that's 30 yards. But if you're taking it down the left side, that ball is barely in the right rep.
Yeah.
So it's still opening up everything like tremendously.
Yeah. And club head speed, I've noticed my club head speed with this jumps from 120 to 122.
So out of curiosity, let's put that heavy weight up just to see what we get.
You can also siphon something from the mini driver too.
What are these, 5 and 13?
I think 13's in the back. I think I have a 13 on the back of this actually. Let me see. If we need to make some Frankenwood of some sort. Yeah, these are 13s in the back. We need to Frankenwood it. This thing's so pure, dude. It's so good.
Dude,
I don't know if I want to change the swing weight on it.
It feels good light.
For whatever reason.
Well, I told you. So when I went through here, one of the biggest changes was going lighter swing weight. I used to be D3 through the bag. Now I'm D0.
Well, so that's D0. This was, I think, what, C5, I think,
light.
when we...
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I don't have any issues finding the face,
Yeah.
like where it is, so...
That honestly was the most surprising thing. It's like my contact consistency actually got better going lighter. And I would have thought completely like the opposite. I would have thought I would start to lose feel for where it is.
It doesn't make
Never
sense.
felt that.
It doesn't make sense, but for whatever reason.
The guys down there in Ventura, they posted a set. I don't remember his name, but he's a mini tour guy, and they posted a set that they built for him. He was 400 on the 7-iron. He was 460 grams total weight, so pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
But he was B9 swing weight. So super heavy overall, but crazy light down on the head.
Jesus.
And obviously, it's not a combination that you're going to get in any like normal fitting process because it's hard to build that.
It's
let
really
alone
hard to
test
build
it.
that.
But the fact that they can build it and test it and figure it out like that matched up best for
You're
him.
building a counterbalanced golf club.
Literally.
Like,
So he did the Gripmaster mid-size leather grips. So
Okay.
those are obviously heavier.
those are so sick.
And I think he was an inch, half over, an inch over.
Okay, shut the face on that. Let's see.
See, that's what I like to see. So,
Launch came down a little bit, so
Yep.
I need to fix that.
but here's what I like. So what I did on that one was we went heavyweight up and in the heel, because as long as you keep your path negative, you haven't shut the face down excessively.
So I can rotate it.
So
more.
yeah, so you can release it knowing the path is going to dictate the curve, but that's going to help keep the face a little more square instead of being open to the path.
I like that.
So that's still 13 feet of curve to the right, which is fine. But as long as we don't see that shut face to path start happening,
Yeah.
then that's a better combination.
Yeah. Interesting. Try again at this. So ball, let's see if that goes too far left or not.
See, look at
That's
so
fine.
that's a perfect example. So
That's
look at what
perfectly
happened
fine.
with how much curve, even though it was a little open with that heavy weight in the heel, it's still keeping it more square instead of being across and then more open.
So the answer might just be putting the weight in the heel and because like that was me trying to shut the face off.
Mm-hmm. Those last two are fantastic.
That is interesting. How often are you putting the weight in people in the heel of the golf club for people? Like, is that like a common?
For higher handicappers,
Just in
guys
general.
that really slice it much more often. For better players, not
Yeah.
as often.
So
But
you-
so there's a caveat to that. We should do it more often. Guys will do it, and then they're going to take it out to the golf course, and they're not going to trust it, because in their mind they're thinking, "Oh, it's in the heel. I'm going to shut it down." Instead of just swing your swing, just trust it, and it's
Yeah.
going to do that. It's going to do what it's supposed to do.
What was the peak cut on that 101? I mean, that's still a pretty good peak cut. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to argue with 10 launch, 2300 spin. All right, well.
And that's still got more in the tank just from a contact standpoint.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still a little off the heel. Let me see if I can. Let me get after it and see if I can.
So that's going to be open.
Yeah.
Well, look how much straighter it is, though. So it's just a little open. It's like a push cut. But if you're aiming down the left side, that ball's in the fairway. 72 feet, so you're 25 yards.
Yeah, I mean, that'll play anywhere. That really will play
Those
anywhere.
last three balls would be in the fairway. And more importantly, none of them were snapping left unexpectedly.
12 degrees of launch, 2200.
So that profile matches up a lot better than the TR than the
That's
vintage slide.
that's what I was thinking. I loved that shaft, but I was also wailing on it pretty hard back then. So, okay, I think this is
mean,
it.
122 is not exactly slow.
No. But like, do you have some swing? I have some like recorded swings. I was like 127, but I was also.
You might be pound for pound like the longest hitter, like of anybody that I've seen.
But I also have a powerlifting background, so like my legs are freakishly strong.
Yeah, you get that ground forces. Really efficient.
Do you have any more courts?
So I realized I didn't film a follow-up to the end of that video. So we ended up deciding on was we went to the Tensei White CK Tour X 60 gram, so that shaft. And then we moved the weight, the 13 gram, from the back of the QI35 LS to the heel, which allowed me to turn the club over. So that ended up being the solution. So super happy with how things have been resolved. I'll hit it over the next couple weeks, see how I like it. But I think this shows how important it is to have access to a good club fitter or someone who knows what they're talking about to help you through this process. Because even someone like me who knows a lot about golf equipment, I don't know as much about it as Ben does, who I work with. So definitely recommend going and seeing someone. Thanks again to Ben for helping me out. If you're in the Sacramento area, look up, I think it's Grip and Go Golf, and he's opening up a shop in El Dorado Hills soon. So super pumped for him, but he does some really good work, so highly recommend him. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace.